These Leeds are wank. Sunday club's here. Leeds house. We've got a full house for maybe half of it, but we don't know yet. Wow, we. We're obviously going to talk about the game. We're obviously going to talk about the thing, and how do we all feel about it. But
the thing.
Dan and Kev's here. How are we, boys?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I've just had 2 sleepless nights, but hey ho, what can we do about that? Big Frenchman causing me nightmares.
My knuckles are hurting because I've gone round Aldi's punching every croissant I could see. I was absolutely, yeah. We'll talk about it, won't we? But yeah, I'm all right, mate.
If I had bags of compost in my house, I'd have punched them all by now. I'm telling you, I just went, dish. I just whacked them all. Oh God!
Instead of frozen meat in your garage.
Yeah. Compost puncher. See, I'm not even mad. I'm still not mad about it. I'm just more.
That blows my mind, mate. How are you not fuming? I don't understand. How are you so relaxed about it?
It's because it just happens, don't it? And it's like take away that, and it's just a fucking amazing game that we played.
An amazing win.
No, I'm saying a game that we played. If that doesn't happen, we'd have looked at that and thought that was fucking great. After the week we've just had, 2 wins and a draw, would have been going mental. But just that thing has just made it all go, oh, fuck it all, you fucking big twat. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Well,
we'll get into it then. Do you want to start with that point, or should we start?
Yeah, we have to. We just, you know what? We'll get the bad bit out of the way because I think the rest of it's pretty damn good. We'll get this bit out of the way. Should he have saved it?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, mate.
I think might be the worst goalkeeping error I have ever seen in my entire life. Ever.
I don't know. Sprake did it worse, I think.
I don't know.
That's the only one.
I mean, I remember the one Peter Enkelman where it's rolled over his foot. I remember Gary Neville doing it to Paul Robinson. Yeah. This one is just, it's just like, oh God, I don't even just forget it, man.
Was it Tim Flowers where he's going to catch it and it's bobbled right over it?
Divot. That was a divot.
Divot. Yeah. What about that Taibbi? Yeah. Remember that Taibbi for United when he caught it and he just went for his body and through his leg?
Yeah, Taibbi. Yeah, that was a strange one. But this one, every time as me and Danny were talking off air a minute ago, every time I watch the video, it hits something on the ground and it makes the ball move. And then I watch another video and I'm like, nah, he's just shite. That is just shit. And then I watch
this one. Move. Maybe not enough for it that he can't save it, but it does move. It does move.
His whole body's gone past the ball. His whole body, man. Yeah. That's the issue with me. A real goalkeeper. What's the first thing you talk? Get your body behind the ball.
Yeah. He's caught it in his head. He's caught. He's like, we've won. I've caught this.
Yeah.
What?
The thing is, right? There's two things. He's not caught it before the bounce. Yeah. So why is he so close to the bounce? Yeah.
No.
And the second thing
is. What about this?
Nah. It were a thigh to the head. It didn't look that bad.
I thought he was just play acting to try and waste some time for us. To be honest, that's what.
Yeah, it doesn't waste time anymore. They just add it on. They just add it on anyway now.
Yeah. Well, do you know what the worst thing about this whole thing was? He went to point at someone and blame him for it, didn't he? That's what made me laugh a little bit. Yeah, it's like he was
to the floor.
Pointing to someone.
Yeah, it was like that to the floor. It's like what? I don't know, man. It's
as if the ref were gonna go. Oh, no. It bobbled weird, so it don't count.
Yeah. You just hope for one. I bet everybody was like, "Is there an offside? Please."
Yeah, I didn't like. I've just seen Zane's comment about my hairline. Behave yourself, you frantic little youth. This bit here, that were there Friday night before the 96th minute. It fell out once I saw that fucking replay. But yeah, like the second thing is right. If you look at it, if you freeze frame it before it bounces, He's in a catching position, so close to the bounce. And I think he's took his eyes off it, thinking this is going to, whether it has took a bounce or not, it's gone past his body. If he takes a step back, if he steps one step back, he can maybe react and knock it away, right? I think he's had an absolute howler. I don't care if it did take a bounce or it didn't. His positioning is wrong, and he's misjudged it completely. And he deserves not death threats. That's just ridiculous. He deserves.
He's been getting death threats for that. I didn't know.
No,
death threats.
Breaking some bones.
There's one guy that said something that I won't repeat on here, but it's ridiculous. It is a game at the end of the day. I was angry, frustrated. I think it's like before, a bit of context, right? On now, I said I would happily take a point before the game. I'd happily take a point. So, but the reason why I was so angry and frustrated is that we were 10 seconds away from getting all 3. That's why I was really upset. And then I went onto Twitter by my own mistake, and that fueled my rage more, which made me make memes. And I quickly deleted them though, but yeah, that's the only reason. That's my say on it, and that's the only reason why I was fuming.
I was speechless when it went in. I just went like that. I did proper Kev face, but Kev face like that. I swear. I went like that, but I went like that. You know what I mean? I did all of the range of Kev. All throughout that bounce, man.
The spectrum of faces.
Yeah, the spectrum of faces. Yeah. And I just sat there honestly, I just sat there on my own.
Crazy.
Oh God, yeah, I just sat on my own, nearly crying. Honestly, it was mad. But yeah, I would have took a point before the game. But I think Tom has just put something in the comments. If I'm going to highlight it here, I mean, Melier's got a mistake in him, but not of that magnitude before, has he? I don't think. I remember there was the Nketiah one. Yeah, there's the Nketiah one against Arsenal, which I thought was pretty bad, if I can remember correctly. There's a couple of ways kicked it out, especially when we were in the Prem. But this one
is that where he went to Cruyff it?
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, there's some out there, but this one takes the cake or takes the biscuit or whatever you want to call it.
The other one. The one for me is when we played Liverpool on the first day and Van Dijk headed it and Meslier jumped into the net to knock it back out, but it were already over the line. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it's a massive howler. Cost us 2 points. I hope those 2 points don't cost us at the end of the season. But we need to move. We need to just put James.
We could say that the whole of last season, Bamford's penalty miss, all those missing ones where we've let Leicester go. Yeah, Leicester. I mean,
that would have been freak.
That Leicester one, yeah. I think. I don't think he's going to get dropped for it, and it may make him come back stronger. But I mean, you know what the weird thing was? He had quite a good game, to be fair, up until that point.
He fucking did.
Yeah,
that first goal they scored was a great save.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a really good save. Yeah, Well,
and then he was catching everything as well. And I remember fucking Paul. Oh, you little! I could have strangled him. He put a tweet out, didn't he? Go, he bloody caught another one. He caught 4 in a row. Bloody hell! I was like, what are you doing? And then, But yeah, I think judging, it's 2 points definitely lost because we were going to win that game, and I'm judging by this week against Norwich as well. They started quite brightly against Sunderland. They've started quite brightly, but on the majority, we've dominated both games, and we should have won both games. Sunderland comfortably. That's a freak, and if judging by that, with our weakened state at the moment, going into the season, playing some of the best teams, we played West Brom, played Sunderland. So far, we'll say, because obviously you don't know who's going to pop up. We played Burnley. We'll have Sheffield United after that. I am not worried. I'm really not worried. I think we'll definitely be okay. But back to this game anyway. Massive mistake. It did take an odd bounce. Still should have saved it. He'd caught the ball before the ball would come to him, I think. I think in his head, he's like, I've caught this. We've won this game. And he's seeing it. And he's gone, what the fuck? Bad mistake.
Did you see Firpo's reaction?
Yeah. I saw Firpo.
Well, it was his own goal, wasn't it? So it's his fault. We'll blame him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been fuming as well if I'd have been Firpo, thinking that you've got the winner, but now it's gone down as an own
Yeah,
goal, and
yeah, but everyone
it's a
makes
simple
mistakes.
thing.
Everyone does
I
it.
know, I
Unfortunate
know.
keeper,
No,
it goes in the net all the time, and it's just shit. For him.
I've always said that the keeper is the hardest position on the field because you've got moments to react. It's just what a time to get it fucking wrong. Do you know what I mean?
I
Imagine
know.
if that had gone in and we'd have lost the game. Oh mate,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there'd have been riots again. There would have been riots again. But
Right,
let's
anyway.
not get too much into the negatives. Let's talk about the positives.
Yeah.
5 points in 3 games. Is that a good return?
In the
Considering.
circumstances, losing our
So
2
5
starting
points
midfielders and our captain.
So
Yeah, not
we've
bad.
had
I don't think.
we've had a shit week. If you think about it, we've had a proper shit week, haven't we? 6 days, 3 games, 5 points, 2 massive injuries, and a howler.
And should have won them all comfortably, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
I think
there is
look at
context.
teams, if you look at the teams we've actually taken points off and not given points to, Coventry, they had a number last year. Obviously, they were the team that destroyed us the most, apart from Southampton. They outplayed us both times, I thought. And then Norwich, they're really good at home. They haven't lost at home in 19 matches. We get a point there, and then
November,
get a point against top of the league, Sunderland. If on paper it all looks good, it's just when you go back.
They didn't concede a goal, by the way, when we've scored 2 goals.
We've put 2. Yeah, we've just smashed 2 past them. That first 10 minutes, Kev, right? I was like, oh shit. They look really good. I thought they looked like Bielsa-esque.
Home team. Yeah, they're the home team. They're always going to come out as Sunderland, especially in the top of the league. They're going to come out as.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What Piglet? Where have you been, mate?
I saw him for a while. He's been in hospital, and I hope he's all right. Yeah. It's good to see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew they were going to come at us. I knew they were going to come at us from the for the first 20 minutes. We might have our backs to get up against it because honestly, they're a good side. They are a good team. We've got some good players, good young, enthusiastic team. They were going to come at us, and we dealt with it. Apart from the goal, but yeah, I knew they were going to come at us. But I thought we played quite well the whole game. Really,
their left back were really good. Good
player. We could even pick him up on corners.
Yeah, I thought they'd start quick. We were a bit. You could sense the missing Ampadu and Gurev in the first 10 minutes, the way they were picking it up in the middle. But once we grew into it, and I've got to give my hats off to fucking Joe Rothwell because I thought he was phenomenal. Man. Thought he grew and grew, and then he was dictating. He was picking up passes. He was winning tackles. Really fucking shocked me, actually. I didn't expect him to be as good as that, and he was really, really fucking good. Same with Nonto as well. I thought Nonto was amazing as well.
Nonto was amazing. He stepped up to be the main man in his side, and you can see it, and he's enjoying it. Do you know when he was going like that to the woman in the crowd as well? I was howling. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, It was good. Everybody's good. I mean, do you know? Honestly, again, I keep waxing lyrical about this guy. But how good is Eo Tanaka, man? Like press-resistant football.
Yeah, it's good, man.
it's
Yeah, it's
really
like,
good.
He holds onto that ball, like, and then brings their press onto us, and then we can release the ball, and we get more room in the center of the park. I think he's going to be a brilliant partner for Ampadu. But again, Gurev's a good player as well. I mean, if we weren't injured, I think we would have hammered them the other night. If we didn't have any injuries.
It's easy to say in hindsight, innit? If Gruev and Ampadu are starting that, we smash them, but you never know, do you? But I thought Tanaka's brilliant. He's super, really. I'm just pissed off that he's going to other end of the world in this next couple of days to play. But yeah, I thought Rothwell really, well, he's going to miss lots of training and he's going to potentially could get injured.
He's a samurai, mate. He'll be ready. Don't you worry about it.
They're built different.
Yeah, he's been doing this round trip for years from Germany and stuff like that. It's not a couple of 100 miles from UK instead. He's been doing this for years. They're all used to it.
Fair point.
They're built for this. I think they'll be fine as long as they don't get. I know they jinx it by just fucking that up just then, but yeah. But no.
Fair point, mate. I thought there was one tackle where Joe Rothwell he were in our own box, and he just strengthened the attacking player off the ball and just walked away with it like it were no. And I really, really like that. How much of a diving bastard is that? Were their left winger? Is it?
Why wasn't he booked for it?
Mundell.
Why wasn't he booked for it?
It's either you're booking for a dive or handball. You're booking for one of them because he collected the ball. Yeah,
does my head in, man. I don't get how they get away with it. It's called him up for it. You're cheating. You're trying to gain a penalty or a fucking free kick, whatever it was. I think it was a penalty, wasn't it? Trying to gain a penalty here. Yellow card, mate. No, they don't do that. Sorry. You know what? I'm going to stop talking about the rest because they're all the fucking same. They're all the same. They're all shit. They all hate these. They all want us to keep us in this league, so we keep fucking giving them the
conspiracy
watchers. Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Fucking first goal, as we say, they did start bright and they did sort of expose us a little bit. And then great save, but then there's 3 or 4 players just sort of, do you know what I mean? Not reacting, not being there. Where as an Ampadu probably would be. Do you know what I mean? Aware of a player in the box. It was a bit like Leeds of old. Oh, stand around in the box.
The player that scored is a bit fortunate because it comes off the post. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. It's in the right place.
Everybody were waxing lyrical about this kid. It's like, oh, he scored another goal. It's like, it's a tap-in. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough if he plays well. Yeah, just a tap-in. But yeah, it's. But our goal, was it offside?
Even slightly, but not in this league. He's onside in this league. In normal football, when we think about football and what the offside is, he's onside. He's in line with the defender. But in today's fucking scrutiny, whatever it is, his toes offside. So technically he was, but yeah.
So when they draw the lines, it goes like that, and then round the player then up.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, good ball. And you know what? I'm gonna have to give him props. I thought Peru was good.
I thought
it was hard.
I said we'd win 2-1, didn't I, on the pod? I said Peru 2-1 to Leeds, and then I was nearly there, weren't I?
You weren't.
Meliers fucked you over there.
Or Furpo, or the divot.
Yeah. Do you know? Honestly, I can't think of anyone that played crap. Even Meslier up to that 97th minute was good. Everyone played well. Joe Rodon seems to have come back into the mad Joe Rodon again that he was like last season. He looked good, getting in the way of the blocks, the headers and stuff. Everybody was fine. It was just a good championship game of football, and I thought it would be. I thought it would be a great game, and it was until that thing was.
It was really good game actually. For the neutral, that must have been really good.
Yeah.
To say that we didn't drop points, but we
gifted that fucking state at the end. Sorry, mate. Yeah. Neutral be wanking all over that. Fucking wankers. Sorry.
Well, it's always us, isn't it? The lengths we go to just fucking throw games away is unbelievable. I've never seen blatant corruption before. There should be an investigation, and we should ban Meslier and give us the report.
That's right. Bless you. Bless you again.
I think.
Give us the 3 points.
I reckon someone's put something in front of Meslier so it bounces. It's a conspiracy. It is, yeah.
Maybe
laser pen.
Laser over, yeah.
Laser pen, yeah. Remember in the World Cup or a qualifier where everyone was just shining lights? Is it in Salah's eyes or something? It's just like green there, like fucking.
You had a fucking, what was it, Green Lantern mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
Nonto 2 assists.
Good player, really.
Yeah.
Gnonto, yeah. Sound.
He's been involved in everything this year, hasn't he? Everything good that we've done has been Nonto. It's always Leeds. It has to be one clutch player. And this year it was Nonto. Last year it was Somerville and Rutter. This year it seems to be Ramazani and Nonto. So, yeah, they're all right as well.
Ramazani as well. Fucking hell, he was fucking good.
Yeah,
he was.
I thought he was guilty sometimes towards the end of letting his man go. So were Rothwell and Tanaka. We need to balance it with some negatives. I thought a few times there were Joe Bellingham on the end at the edge of our box who were completely free because
Yeah,
Rothwell were pressing. Rothwell were pressing, and he was just totally leaving, and Tanaka were ball watching sometimes, and that's where the 2 Bellingham chances came from. It's a good job he's shit, and it's nothing like his brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one thing that we sort of the difference that we noticed in terms of having them 2 in, having Ampadu or Grev, because they're a bit more aware of that space. But other than you got your shit.
Though I'd say we're more expansive in the centre of the park. We had a lot more forward passes than we usually do. I would say
we got better though. We got better though with that as well. We got better at defending as well because we really restricted them after that first period where they seemed to get at us a bit. We sort of figured it out a little bit, and after that we were good. I didn't see them even getting close to scoring. And once we went 2-1 up, we just went, yeah, we'll take this. You ain't scoring.
What I love is that we're going down both wings rather than just the Cree one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I think Nonto suffered from that last year. Nonto suffered because we were trying to play everything to Cree. This year, you see everything that he's doing. He's like when he's in the middle, he's on the left, he's on the right. Everything he's doing is working out. He's so strong on the ball as well. Honestly, I don't understand why we didn't see this last year. But maybe we are playing to Nonto's strengths this year instead of to Cree and Rutter's strengths. I feel like I say every time on this pod, the unit seems a lot more better than it were last year.
Do you think it's because he was overshadowed by Rutter and Somerville?
No, possibly. I think he was convinced he wanted to go out. He didn't want to be here last year. I think he was convinced he was going to get to go, and now he's sort of settled in a bit and been like, you know what, it's all right here, man.
Yeah, I do. I also think Bogle has helped him a little bit too. The way having like a proper overlapping right back, it's like instead of everybody man marking Cree and having 2 men on him all the time, because Archie was good, but he weren't doing those runs that Bogle does, like in behind all the time. He did it from now and then, but having a proper right back alongside Nonto is bringing up his game more because he seems to get a lot more space because Bogle's overlapping. So that's probably why we're seeing him play better. I feel anyway, and I'm not even a football.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I mean, we're not experts like you say, but we just go off the eye test. And I think Bogle, defensively he's shaky a bit, but I think he's getting better. I generally think he's having more better games than he is howlers. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to be interesting seeing the Sheffield United fans coming to Ellen Road. When we come back from the international, see how they treat him. Like, I hope he scores. I genuinely hope he scores and shushes them. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think Zane's just writ something there. I know, obviously, we brought in Ramazani to play on the left, but I do still think Nonto would be better on the left. I really do. I think a lot of his assists and the way he's knocking them balls in, coming from that left-hand side or left central, he is. I think I would love to see him there. I really would, because when he played, we went up. I remember he played against Manchester United, and he was amazing there. Yeah. Somebody else that he played against too, and Gary Neville was waxing lyrical about him, saying that this lad could play for Man City when he was on the left, and we just see him on the right. He's still effective there, but I do think we'd see a better player and more output in terms of numbers if Nonto was on the left. But again, that's just opinions.
Yeah, I think it's a very fluid thing that they're doing, aren't they? Because they're definitely. I've seen Ramazani over the other side as well, so there's definitely an idea that they can rotate and switch and flip around, which is good, and it will help because I think you get more of a goal threat from Byron, what Ellis said last year. You get more of a goal threat from Nonto on the left, sorry, and then his creative side comes more on the right as well, which is setting people up, and that is really good. So yeah, he's just good, mate. Yeah, Nonto. Firpo, so he got really mad at the end, but he scored. He scored a goal. So that's another little stat for him.
It was a good take though, wasn't it? I thought it was a very good goal. Position.
It was good creative.
I think you got a bit fortunate because I think 09 or whatever his name is missed it. But I think Firpo, he's the player that we should have seen when we bought him for 15 million many years ago. But
Yeah.
I suppose the quality of player at this level is a caveat to that. But
Right. Yeah, just let everybody know I'm going to shoot, and I'll see you on Friday. Everybody have a good one. See you later. Bye bye.
see you later, mate.
See you, Kev.
I do think that it was a good take, a good shot. But then if you look at in the first half, or was it the second? No, it was the first half where Aronson took a shot away from him. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you saw
Yeah.
him going mental. So it's
But
another
they
one
blew
of them
up for
where
a free kick. They blew for a free
Yeah.
kick for that as well, didn't they? When it was the goalie jumping over his own player.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Can you remember that?
Yeah.
And they blew for a free kick. So yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But yeah, he got well pissed off, didn't he? He wasn't having a good day, and then he scored. Should have been really happy. Or Phillips.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just seen something. I want to make sure. I want to double check before I say it. I believe is Dan James back?
Well, you know.
Is Dan
Dan
James
James
back?
will be a massive move. I don't know. How long is he? How long did they say he was going to be out for?
Can't remember. I'm sure.
Some back.
Who's Dan Jones? I want Dan James. You stupid computer. Right, who's this guy?
Midfielder.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
It will be a massive boost when he's back, though. Just add another
Oh yeah,
dimension.
massive. I'm sure Solomon's back as well.
Solomon's back, still injured. Did you mean?
Yeah.
That's random, ain't it? Do you reckon we're going to have a bit of problems with old Solomon this season?
I do, mate. I think he's made a glass because we know that we know that he's struggled for game time. Because don't forget, he was starter at Tottenham, wasn't he? They bought him as a starter.
Yeah.
But it's if he can keep fit, I think he's going to be massive. Honestly, he'll be absolutely massive. He's already got an assist in his first game. It's just we need to learn his lesson. He's
got 2 assists.
Personally, mate, I'd look into the loan market. Because we know that Gruev and Ampadu were out until the new year, so we've got 2.5 months. 2.5 months to get through, and even in January when they come back, they're not going to be 100%.
You mean the free? You mean the free market? Because we can't loan anyone now, can we?
No, that's what I'm sorry. What did I say? Loan market.
Loan somebody in.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I meant the free agent because I've seen. I'm sure Norwich have signed someone.
They have,
this week.
Forward. Yeah. I don't see what we shouldn't. We might as well. Do you know what I mean? Might as well just to cover at least, even if it's like a pay by play thing where they'll pay them when they say.
Who did we? What's his name now? Doof. Did we do that to Doof?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Surely there's players out there. There'll be players out there that think, fucking hell, Leeds United want me for 6 months. Yeah, I'll go there. Do you know what I mean? Chance to get my reputation out. But it's the quality of player. Like, I know a lot of people have said Kramer, that's an easy link because, Mönchengladbach, where Farke will last. So, I don't know, mate. I mean, I just hope they learn the lesson. Why not? Click.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Why
but
not,
there's loads of players out there. I'm not a paid scout. I don't watch these players all the time. I just go off what I've heard.
Yeah.
But look, we need reinforcements. 2 of our starting 11, ironically in the same position that complement each other, are injured for a long time, and it's not just it's a little niggle here, niggle there. It's I think it's an LCL and an MCL. or whatever. It ends in
Yeah.
CL. I know that. But
Part of that
we
club.
need. It's there for people to see. I mean, yeah, Rothwell and Tanaka. That's our midfield going forward. But then in reserve, we've got Charlie Crew. What if them two get injured or to get a knock? Then you're talking
Charlie
about
Crew will
dropping.
play.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I mean, if he's being
he's
picked, look, at the end of the day, right? If he's being picked to even sit on the bench, there's got to be a part of you that thinks in your brain, well, I'm putting you on my bench, so you're good enough to play. There's no reason why you'd put someone on the bench if they
I
weren't
agree.
good enough to play for you. So
I agree. Like if you're good enough, you're old enough, as I say.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's yet
But we do
to
need
be
someone
proven.
else.
We've only seen him in a half a game at pre-season against Harrogate. I think it was.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to start somewhere, ain't you? I mean, maybe you just fucking. But fuck that. We do need someone in. We do need someone in.
Warpiglet's got a good point there. Ampadu were a cover for centre back as well. We've got young DeBayo. Foba's out with surgery.
Borum could probably play there.
Yeah, I suppose we've got Schmidt as well. He's like a Swiss Army knife, isn't he? The Swiss Dallas.
Swiss Army.
Yeah.
That's what.
I think he was playing right wing at one point.
Yeah.
So we could see him get involved.
See something. I'm still waiting to see him. Do you know like what Smith's about?
Yeah. Let me just.
Because he does look like a decent player. I'm still waiting to see what his game is, what he does, how he operates. He's just been a bit. Not really done anything, really, has he? He did hold that player off and should have got. I don't know why he got fouled for it. Why they called a foul. But you know what? Speaking back to this game, after we conceded that really fucking awful goal at the end, there was still a part of me that was like, we're gonna fucking score it. We're gonna score another one, and we're gonna win it. And then the ball went up, and I was like, oh fucking, here we go. But
yeah. According to Transfermarkt, right, which is up there with the stats and stuff, he's missed 48 days as Dan James, and it says here he's injured from August 29th until October 16th. So that's like probably the standard guesstimation of when he'll return. Yeah, but I know that before we go, because I think that's the Saturday that we play Sheffield United, or the Sunday, whatever it is.
Friday. We play on Friday.
For fuck's sake, I hate playing Fridays. I don't know why. I just feel like there's added pressure. But I know he suffered a setback as well, didn't he? It would have been sooner, I'd imagine. But it'd be nice to see him be back for that.
He'd be a fucking lovely little option to bring off the bench now, wouldn't he? Well done, James.
Yeah, great, 100%. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it says hamstring injury, return unknown. So that's by ear. It looks like. But look, either way, we just got to get to January, haven't we? And hopefully we're there or thereabouts, and then push on from there. I mean, let's not all be negative, because Ipswich went up with 12 draws. And Leicester went up with 11 losses, and we've only lost one in 9?
Yeah.
Not including the cup, obviously, but that's 5 clean sheets in 8 or something. In 9, sorry.
9. What I take from this week is that the 2 games that we've drawn, it hasn't been games where it's been even an even battle where we've had to scrape a draw, or it should have been a draw. I don't think it should have been a draw in either game. I think we should have won both games. I think, and I say comfortably.
I've seen people with actual biases saying, "Oh, Leeds scrape a draw." The second tier pod, right? Leeds scrape a draw on Tuesday. We didn't scrape a draw. We fucking equalised. We equalised. Was it like the 70th minute or something like that?
Yeah.
And so we had all that time to. Yeah, it's just people would buy it and clickbait and all that. But we shouldn't have drawn on Friday. Like you say, we could have won it times over on Tuesday. It's fine margins again. But what I like about this team is that if we lost Gruev and Ampadu last season, we'd have been fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 definitely. Like I said, I think even a game, even last night's game, I don't think we win last season. Not because we couldn't, but just going behind so early. No, just going behind so early in the game. I think like that at moments last season where we would have struggled to get. I know we come from behind quite a lot last season as well. So I mean, maybe we're just talking shit. But yeah, I'm so comfortable in how I see we play and like having Tanaka and Rothwell in there. I was a little bit apprehensive, not because I didn't think we could win it, but just that cover that we'd have, and that sort of, because when we usually attack, it's 6 of them attack, don't they? You'll have the four, and then the fullbacks both attacking as well, and then maybe one of the midfielders will sort of back them up, and then there's just the 3 there sort of sitting. So I was a little bit apprehensive that way, but once they grew into the game, once they sort of figured out, right, shit, this is, fucking what's his name, Bellingham's sitting in here all the time. Once they figured the sort of way they were playing out, I thought there was only one team that was going to win it. Thought Rothwell, Tanaka and Rothwell, but Rothwell in particular, because not because he was like so much better than Tanaka, but because I was surprised at how good he was and how he could play in this team. I thought he was literally going to be a Jadon Anthony. I generally thought that. Like he'd come on every now and then and maybe do a little bit here and there, but he's been thrust into it and he fucking played really well. So I'm not as worried as I would have been. Do you know what I mean? Losing these 2 players, we controlled them. They're at the moment the best team in the league, and we should have beat them. I thought they were less. I thought Norwich were better defensively than Sunderland.
Apart from the first, I think when we got that equaliser, because it was. I mean, what a ball from Nonto, by the way.
Yeah, it was great.
Great ball and a great finish. But I think once we scored that, they looked like a wounded animal. They were just pressing back. They were rocked. They were on the ropes.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have got. Well, you say that about anything, can't you? Like we should have won with this. We should have scored that.
But this is what I mean. I mean, we can say this, and it said, "Oh, we didn't know, did we?" But that's what you have to look at. You have to look at the game as a whole and go, right, how did we actually play in the game? Take out the fucking shit thing that happened right at the end when we've conceded the most ridiculous goal in the world. Take that away. How did we play? We played fucking well. We controlled Sunderland, who haven't lost, who haven't even conceded a goal at home this season. I know it's only 9 games in, but we made them look very average at times with a depleted team. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I look at. This is what I look at in games. If it was a game where we was barely hanging on and there was just attack after attack, and we were scraping these goals, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm glad that we've got a draw out of it. But I'd be more apprehensive about the season because of the play. Do you know what I mean? And how we cope with certain things. But we're coping a lot better this season at 2 setbacks than we did last season. So far, it looks like we're coping a lot better. And we're still being dominant in games.
Yeah. Let me just.
So this is what I look at.
No, you're 100% on the money, mate. And I'm just gonna check now if my computer, decides to.
What is it you're looking for?
This time last season.
He's got stuck in a well, mate. It's never coming out.
So what game week are we on? Game week 9.
Yeah.
Aren't we? I don't say. Fuck. So 1. Here we go. Match week 9. We lost 3-1 to Southampton.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say. So we'd 1, 2, 3. We'd won 4.
Same as what we've done.
2, 3,
Lost
4, and drawn 5 and lost 2. Oh,
So we'd played
I
more
might even-
games, had we? 'Cause that's like 11 games.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Minus the win because that's against Shrewsbury, and a draw. So, sorry, I'm going off. So this is what happened last season, yeah. From match week 1
Yeah.
to 9, drew with Cardiff.
Yeah.
Game week 2,
Lost to
lost
Birmingham.
1-0 lost to Birmingham. Drew to West
True.
Brom at home. Won against Ipswich 4-3. And
True.
then we drew against Sheffield Wednesday, who we've beaten, and we've beaten Cardiff. We beat
who's the next
Millwall
one?
away, match week 6, 3-0. We drew 0-0 at Hull, which we've beaten. And match week 8, that's when Rutter sent Thingy for a hot dog. We won that 3-0. And we lost
Watford.
match week 9. Yeah,
With
and we
Southampton.
lost. So we were, I think we're better off now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're better off.
If you look at, I know it's nitpicking, but if you look at the metrics, we are progressing better this season. It's a country. People don't like to hear it, but I do think that we are a well-rounded championship squad. We don't have the Rutter, Somervilles, the individualistic talent.
I think we're slightly above that,
you know what I mean?
I think we're slightly. I don't think we're obviously Prem level, but I think we're better than the majority of these, probably most of them on our day.
With this squad, we've spent more than any other team in this league. We should be, on paper, pissing this league. But because, we can't judge that because last season we said game 15 is a good barometer of where we're at. And we're on game week 9. So we've got 6 games to go before we can actually make his mind up on which way the pendulum's going to swing.
Okay. Or there's another way you can look at it. You say, we should be pissing this league. Okay, then you look at every game. We should be, yeah. But then you look at every game. Should we have won every game, apart from the West Brom game? Should we have won every game?
Well, West Brom, no. So we should be winning.
We should have won every game. We should have won.
No, we should be.
We should be.
We should be.
But I'm saying, if you look at the games and how they played out, should we have won all these games? Yes. West Brom, draw, fair enough. No one should have won it. We drew it. But that's 8 wins we should have had, and we could have had if we'd have been a bit more clinical, and we didn't have. If you look at the goals we've conceded as well, do you know what I mean? Then they're not, apart from that thunderfucker at Portsmouth scored in that first.
Yeah,
they've been avoidable shit goals that we've conceded. Do you know what I mean?
But that's the same. You're gonna get them in any league, in any game. But
you are. But this is why.
Specifically to Leeds United.
Yeah, I know it is. But this is why I'm not like other fans, and I look at the games and I go, we should have won every single game. If there's games where I'm like, we're scraping wins or we're lucky to win, I'll take them. But on the overall play, I'm like, we're better than everyone we've played so far. And even
to get
West
out
Brom,
of this
we're better
league,
than them. But we're just one of them days.
To get out of this league, mate, I'd take a shitty 1-0 off someone's arse, deflected off someone's left bollock into the net.
Well, yeah.
Through Melier's legs into the net, 1-0. I'd take that every game. I don't care about sexy football. I want to get out of this fucking league. And people turn around and say, no, I don't want that. That's fine. You can have that opinion.
Yeah.
But deep down, everybody wants to get out of this fucking league, whether it's by hook or by crook. We want to get out of this fucking league. Go up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. That's. I mean, everyone will agree with that. But I'm just talking about the people that are complaining about the games that we've played. Do you know what I mean? The games we've played so far, and all their complaints about the games that we've played so far. And I'm like, we should have won all of them. We should have won them all. There's not been a game where we've been outplayed. We've not been. Do you know what I mean? We've not been pressured. We've not been bad, have we? We've not been battered. We should have won every game, bar the West Brom game that ended as it should have, a draw, because it was a really bad game. But every other game, and that's what you've got. That's what you take from it. You take from that. Like, once we're still growing, mate. There's still players learning this system. There's still new players to integrate, and that's not being taken into account as well. And once they do, we'll be fine, man. We'll be absolutely fine. We will piss this league. I still think we will.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it, mate? Really.
Yeah, it's I'm happy at the end of the week, just purely on the basis of how we played under the circumstances. Yes, we should have taken more points. Yes, that's a really bad goal to concede from Meslier. I'm hoping that he'll get over it. Hoping Junior Furper gets over it as well, because I don't think we'll see Meslier again. To be fair, if he gets his hands on him.
I think, right, just quickly again on the thingy, the Meslier incident. I genuinely think that if as soon as that went in, his thoughts went to fucking hell, I'm gonna get rinsed for this.
Well, who
do you know what
wouldn't
I mean?
think that?
No, like I bet it's different.
Well,
I
yeah,
bet it's totally
I suppose.
different as a player thinking, oh fucking hell, because I bet they've got secret accounts, just like Smarty, who's a secret wombat womble enthusiast.
Wombat.
He'll deny it. A womble wombat, you won't understand. Smarty does.
Oh,
He's
well,
part of the community. But yeah, mate. Yeah, I think we can't talk about it anymore, can we? We've really gone over everything, and it's time to move on. But would you have took a point before the game? I want to see in the comments as well. Would you have took a point before the game?
Honestly, no.
I did. I said it. I said it with chest.
I think we could have beat them, and I'm still convinced after watching the game that we could have beat them or should have beat them. So no, I think we should have won. I think we should have probably gone for a third goal a bit more instead of not that I was worried that we were going to concede either, because even at 2-1 I thought they're not scoring. I think we're really good defensively. We were solid, but
what
in
I like about
hindsight,
Bogle as well, he always manages to get a foot in front at cross. That's what I like.
he does. I'm saying he gets beaten, but then he gets back and he'll get a tackle in. Let's see what he's saying now. Blood clot. You look like Arnato Danny. And you're both the same height as them. One ball slander in a Sunday. Game's gone.
Oh, you silly, you smarty. Silly boy.
Sausages.
Comfortable, mate.
Yeah.
Still comfortable.
Yeah. No, end of the day,
you know me.
Just to finish, I think, end of the day, it could, they say that you've got to don't lose away, get a point, win all your home games, and we've done the majority of that. So end of the day, it's a point on the board. We have to move on. Yeah, we're a howler. I've calmed down now until I watch it back and then start putting holes in my wall again. But other than that, mate, there's not much more we can do. We just got to look forward to 2 weeks off. We're watching shitty England play and shitty.
Do we have to?
Tajikistan take on.
Wow.
I don't know. San
At least
Marino.
At least we know what next week's fucking knob of the week for me is going to be. So
yeah.
Surprise! I might surprise you.
Just on that. Same time, 19:30, 7:30 p.m. UK time for you. That Zane, whatever time that is for you, mate. We have got a guest. I will announce them throughout the week, and I think you're
Danny Glover.
Yeah. Who did the goals and gaffs?
Danny Baker.
Danny Baker. Yeah. He's been in contact about a sponsorship deal, so you never know.
Do you know what? Do you know what? You mentioned that my uncle called Kev.
Yeah.
My uncle calls Kev Danny Baker.
Oh, I can't unsee that. But yeah, do like and subscribe, please, chaps and chapesses or chappets. Next Friday, now we'll be there, and I think we might have the following Friday off because there'll be nothing to talk about unless there's something to talk about.
Well, it'll be before the fucking Sheffield United game, won't it? Sausage face.
Oh yeah. Oh, you said we were playing on Friday. Oh, well, there you go then. Yeah. Anything else to add before we go?
Just thanks for all you guys for watching and commenting, and especially you, Smarty. You're one ball lover. If you're not watching live, still comment on the YouTube videos, please, because we like to read them. And
Give us questions. Yeah.
yeah,
Like, what's your
just get
favorite
involved.
Ramanzani flavor?
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah, 'cause
favorite Ramanzani flavor? Do you use Schmitten?
Yeah. What it is,
Yeah.
you might actually give us some ideas to nick off yours for the show. So just
and you'll get 0 credit.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you Friday. We've done.